So I welcome everyone. My name is Monica, and today, every Saturday, we hold these sessions where at 8 o'clock, a few of us meet, get together, and we just reflect upon our challenges. We share our challenges, and the vision behind these sessions is ki uh, we are all uh, we are all allowed to live light. We don't have to keep living in burdens and lots of weight on our chest and mind, right? So the prayer or the vision through these sessions is that when we share, when we reflect over our challenges, when we are open to reflecting, to questioning our age old beliefs that we have been holding in our minds, then something new gets revealed in the process. And we get to understand something else, and a new light opens in our life. And this platform is a sharing platform, so we are all allowed to share whatever we may be going through. And it's a non-judgmental space in the sense that we feel that I am very pure and the other one is impure because the other person may be going through whatever. So that kind of judgment is not there, in these sessions. All the challenges of life are worthwhile challenges. No challenge is a good or a bad challenge, right? And we can use each challenge to reflect upon life, to understand the life better. Right? And I will be just there as a facilitator in this session, invoking more questioning, invoking reflections. And feel free to share anything, anything that you have on your mind which is burdening you, which is making the mind heavy. Just allow yourself to go through that hesitation, क्योंकि जब भी हम share करते हैं there is a hesitation that we go through. So allow yourself to go through that hesitation, take your time, pause whenever you feel ready. You share whatever you are going through, and then maybe collectively, when we reflect, when we question, when we have this silence moments in between, maybe something new emerges out of that challenge, right? Some lightness emerges and the burden is shed off. So let us understand our challenges, let us understand our own life experiences, let us understand our own conflicts and confusions, right? Yeah, so with that, I welcome you all for taking out time and being here. We'll just take a moment of a pause, and whenever anyone is ready, just unmute yourself and share. If you don't want to unmute, there is also a possibility that you can type in the chat window and share, right? Or if you are here for listening, that is also okay. But I would request participation, because only when you allow yourself to participate, right? चाहे डर भी लग रहा है, चाहे anxiety भी हो रही है participation में, allow yourself to participate, and only then something new emerges, right? Yeah, so welcome everyone again.
Thanks, Monica.
Monica, Sriram here.
Yes, Shriman ji, please.
Sriram.
Yes,
Am I
Shriram ji.
audible?
Yes, you are audible. Yes, please.
Yeah. I would like to say good evening to all the participants. Uh, Maybe they are few, but still, I see some of them on the screen. I'm in Bangalore. Uh, Small introduction about myself is I was teaching in the for the business school for postgraduate students in Bangalore. And also I worked as a professional trainer, as a consultant for HP, training the police officers in various states, including Haryana. That's how I spoke to you in the morning. Um, of course, last 1 or 2 years, I've not been doing anything. If there is any call by any college institute, I go, I share my knowledge for the love of it. It's not monetized, no remuneration. I'm alone in my life. The word alone has a different connotation because After having read some books on this loneliness and alone, I have come to the conclusion alone is always productive and loneliness is unproductive. That's how, for the last few, perhaps 2 decades, I've been trying to go deep into this domain of understanding what is aloneness and how beneficial it is to oneself and how much I could be productive to myself. Now, this is where I stand now. I was very glad that when I saw in the paper today that there is a platform where one could, as Monica has very clearly and very nicely she has said that allow yourself to share, whether it's confusion or conflict. And perhaps I was looking for a similar platform to share. You know, I have no apprehension or no. I have no restraint to share. One of the major things that today that I have been is there are some issues which I am finding some issues of ancestral property which should have been otherwise sorted out very easily and very comfortably. And I thought that would bring me a lot of relief. Not that I expected a great, sense of happiness, because happiness is more a perception. But this there's a certain turn of events in the last few months and last perhaps 2 days, which has perhaps taken away the sheen of my life. The sheen of my life is what I was wanted to get rid of this and then look at things from a different perspective. Basically, I'm into a lot of spiritual reading, and I also right now I'm undergoing Veda online classes. So my whole life is actually uh, is from a different perspective. I see my life, not just that I want materialistic happiness. No, I don't. I'm a great ardent reader of Bhagavad Gita, and again I have been last 6 7 years. I'm into it, reading the chapters, trying to memorize, uh, especially the 15th chapter, which is supposed to be very universal in its meaning. So that way, I think I stand today leaning myself towards the domain of spirituality, which is nothing but understanding myself. If somebody asks me what is spirituality, I would perhaps prepare an answer to say that oneself, if you know oneself, is spirituality. That's what I find. But still, these things that has happened has created uh, a sense of incompleteness. I'm not complete. Why? I don't know. Maybe I have a fear that it may not happen as I expect it to happen, or I feel it may fall short of my expectations. Three nights are very, I can call it sleepless nights, but I sleep hardly 3 4 hours because I get up at 4:30 and start my long walk at 4:45 5. I come back. I'm staying with my niece because my apartment is undergoing renovation. Oh, so there are, when I look around and see if there is any dots to be connected, there are too many dots that I'm not able to connect it, which is very difficult to understand. So, I would like to have this circle completed, have these issues resolved. Though I have been a trainer, I know what is fear, but still, I myself am bugged with fear.
Thank you
So
so
this is
much.
where I stand today,
Yes.
Monica, and I would I'm I felt happy that there is a platform which I was actually visualized a platform like this,
Mm.
a very small platform where I could, because I have attended one or two workshops called Forum. where you're taught to share, but I never knew that there is a platform like this. Though I had read in the paper, but today I'm very happy that I have a place where one could perhaps open up, share, and not that somebody can resolve my issues. No, I don't think so. But at least now itself, I'm feeling right instantaneously. I'm feeling very. When I spoke to you, when I said I'm Sriram, you said, "What a nice name." No, this is few small things which goes a long way. A drop of water for a thirsty man,
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is my small introduction, and probably days to come, I
Mm.
would be more comfortable.
Yes.
Nice, nice for your time.
Thank you. Thank you, Sriramji. Thank you. So what I understood from your sharing, Sriramji, you said that so far, so good. The life had been okay, as you said that you have been all alone by yourself and you have been enjoying your life. But
Correct.
now, with the emergence of this property issue, you find yourself maybe clouded, right? So, as if,
Absolutely
yeah, yeah, okay, beautiful.
right word.
Yeah. So let's see, this is a beautiful sharing that you have done, and we will use the sharing for all of us to reflect so that we can see, because human nature is the same, right? So you may be sharing from Bangalore, but if one is sitting in Canada or somewhere else, the problem will be very, very similar. And that is why we can empathize and relate with each other, right? So, uh, this thing that has emerged in the being owing to the property matter. Now, property matter is just an excuse. It could be any other matter, right? This thing that has arisen in the name of the property matter, can you see any associated expectations in that? That if this happens, then it will be nice. Can you see any
I
expectation
do, I do, I
happen?
do, I do, because it is that which is actually tempting me. It is
Yeah,
that which is taking me in a wrong direction.
beautiful, beautiful.
Maybe it's just another excuse because I've seen in the last the same issue
Ah,
is being redefined by me,
yeah.
and I'm in the trap. I know I'm in the trap. I'm caught.
It's so beautiful that, now this is the thing that we discuss in the sessions, that we are in a trap. I am in a challenge, you know, and yet some part of me sees it clearly that I am in a trap. Now, it definitely means that that part which sees this clearly is not in the trap.
Oh yes,
It
very
is
rightly said.
very clear,
I
right?
got it. I got the point.
Right?
That person is not in the trap.
Exactly. And that is also a part of me. It's not something else, something separate.
Nicely said. Nicely said.
Yeah. So now, can I see first of all that emergence of any expectation, it may be very minor expectation, can I see for myself that emergence of any desire or expectation where the mind is imagining a certain result already brings this clouded character in me? Can we see this for ourselves?
100%.
Yeah, yeah,
I am sold on this point. I'm sold.
yes,
Completely sold.
yes.
Because somewhere down, I feel that another part of Sriram tells me loudly that once it happens, once it is over, you are happy. No, I know it's not. There'll be another problem on that. But
Exactly, exactly.
problem now, what I'm finding is, why is this, in spite of my little knowledge, my efforts, why am I being getting? Why
What,
am I into it? No,
what,
why am I?
yeah.
I'm not able to distance myself from
Yeah,
this, and
yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
This is really
Maybe
beautiful because, again, in many, many sessions, we have discussed this, that if I have been on this spiritual path, the path of understanding life, for say 10, 20 years, I don't even realize, but a spiritual kind of an image begins to form inside me, that if I have been understanding life for 20, 30 years, then this cloudedness can not happen with me. So this is the image which is by default created. I am not even aware of that image. Some part of me begins to believe that if you will stay on this path for 30, 40 more years, 60 years, then you will not experience any cloudedness. Now, who on earth has said that? Because this image also disturbs me. Because then I look at, I demean myself that why am I going through a challenge? Because I've been reading Gita, I've been in this path of understanding for such a long time. Why on earth is this challenge there? Why do I feel so hazy? So let us understand this trick of the mind. I would say it is the trick of the mind. Because
The
a
mind
part,
game.
yeah, exactly. So a part of me sees clearly that I am in confusion. This has to be seen very, very clearly. This appears very trivial, very obvious, but it is not that simple. It is very, very powerful if I can relate with this. Some part of me is having a lot of clarity about the depression or a confusion. Now, why don't in my daily life I identify more with this part, which is very, very clear and sees the kachra, sees the garbage so clearly? Why do I mostly identified with the garbage, confusion, conflict, and not with the understanding, the light of understanding? Who is stopping me to identify with the light of understanding? And when I say identify, I mean to say that I am that light of understanding. When I am that light of understanding, let the confusion remain. I know why the confusion is there. I can see that there is an expectation. The mind is expecting a desired result, and that is why the haze is there. The darkness is there, the sleepless night may be there, right? But can I, using this challenge, anchor myself, if I can use the word, not really the true word, but let me just use it for the sake of it. Can I anchor myself as the light of understanding which sees the confusion clearly? Now if I anchor myself as the light of understanding, then I would not be needing any resolutions in the property matters so that I can be resolved, because I am resolved. So in the middle of the darkness, there is light. I don't need to connect the dots. I can wait for the life to unfold itself slowly, gradually, doing whatever steps may be necessary, and yet stay as this light of understanding. Do you see that as a possibility?
Yeah, it's not at all difficult. Perhaps, as you rightly said, the ego issue is involved. The ego. I mean, maybe little I've read here and there, so I'm using these words. So the ego in me, which is always negative in nature, is putting me into that trap and taking me for a ride, I think. Uh,
Ego, one quality of ego, as one you said, the negative thing. One very interesting quality of so-called ego is that it will forever be incomplete.
oh yeah, it is
So
100%.
even when the
I'm good.
property matter gets resolved in your direction, some or the other thing will make it incomplete.
No, no, I go with you. I
Yeah,
go with you, and I know I have to. I'm actually preparing for that after these issues resolved. What next? Because ego wants to be engaged.
yeah,
Ego wants to be engaged. That's a beauty, because this is what little that I have read, I have understood.
yeah,
But still, there is that hunger in you to sort of come and throw yourself to others, show yourself to others,
yeah,
that this is what life is all about at the end of the day.
yeah,
You remains incomplete unless you want to be complete with yourself. I don't know. This is what I have an answer,
yeah,
I think.
yeah,
Maybe it requires some more maturity, though I'm 73 years.
yeah.
I, I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe, but somewhere I feel down the line, all my attempts to understand myself somewhere has given me some way ahead. I am able to see that. But still,
Exactly.
you're stuck. You're stuck.
In the this is where we have to maybe focus. Let's focus here. Let's see what comes up. So I have something in my life which is unresolved. I am desiring some expected result from that something. And I am seeing that in desiring and expecting result from that something, I am just draining myself. I am draining my energies. I am being cloudy, and I'm not really liking to be there, right? It's not a very nice state to be. Hmm? So this is just for me to understand what a desire can make you do or make you feel. Whenever a desire rises up, whenever a so-called expectation rises up, and I follow the expectation, then I land up in some kind of a turmoil. I see that for myself. Is there any possibility that I see that yes, the desire is there? Imagine yourself as the vast space of the room, huge room. Huh? Now a chair wants to come in the room. You don't say, "Oh chair, you cannot come. How on earth are you there?" Right? We don't say that. A space allows it. Hmm? Is there a possibility that I allow the desire to stay, being the space I am in the room? I allow the chair of desire to stay. I allow the expectation to stay. It is there. I know it is there. I allow the darkness to stay. I allow the confusion and conflict to stay. All of them are there. And I am still untouched because I'm not waiting for all of them to resolve themselves in order to find peace. Is there any possibility that I can see that happen?
Requires little efforts, perhaps
Sorry?
little conscious efforts,
Yeah,
presence of mind,
yeah.
because to have that presence of mind, ego doesn't allow you, I think. Ego doesn't want you to have that presence of mind.
Hmm.
I'm sure whatever you said is very practical. Allow everything to be in that space, and you also be there in the space, being disconnected to all this,
Hmm.
perhaps can be.
Disconnected and connected. You
No,
see that.
both,
Yeah, both.
both.
Yeah,
I am connected and disconnected.
exactly. Yeah,
It can be. I think it's a possibility. This
yeah.
is a possibility.
Hmm.
Perhaps it requires very conscious efforts to move in.
Yeah,
But the problem is you don't want to, because you don't want to be happy. The problem is I want to, but then my there's a mind game.
yeah.
Mind game. If I if I do that, then the whole issue is resolved, and I am back.
Exactly, exactly. So there you have to. I think you caught yourself there. It's a very beautiful
So
point. You caught yourself. Yeah, yeah,
so so perhaps I'm playing that game with myself, and using all 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 the canvas to paint myself.
yeah.
Perhaps maybe these sessions,
Mm,
very rightfully I can say these sessions, I always feel, will give an insight to what you said.
mm,
Like this large space,
mm,
the chair of desire, the chair of expectation, then the chair of disappointment,
yeah,
and you being very alive there, disconnected but connected yourself, is a very nice statement.
yeah.
I require perhaps little time.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
yes. I see. This place is not to find resolutions for
no,
conflict.
no. What I'm saying, Monica,
Yeah,
this issue, this coming on this platform
yeah,
will facilitate a better quality of thinking. I
yeah,
think I'm trying to say that
yeah,
will accelerate or facilitate a better quality of
yeah,
introspection.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. That
I want to share something here. A friend was sharing. Uh, she was very bothered about some negative emotions that she saw in herself and lots of confusion and doubt. And then she shared with me that I have been on this path for 25, 30 years, and I was so ashamed of myself that these things are still there in me. And I was just, I could not take it. And then she was asking that what is the way to accept these things in life? What is the way to accept confusions and conflicts and whatever state of being you are in? How do I accept? So I was sharing with her that we don't really need to accept. There is no effort that is needed in acceptance, because acceptance has been done, and that is why the thing is showing up. The universe has allowed the thing to happen. The conflict is there because the universe has allowed it to happen. So who am I to say, why are you here, right? So in acceptance, I don't have to touch anything. Acceptance is there by default. What I have to become aware of is that I become a resistance in the flow of life. Because whenever a conflict arises, what do I say? I say, how on earth are you there? मेरी जिंदगी में conflict आया कैसे? Why am I going through so much of darkness? Why? God is so cruel, all kind of things. So can we notice that we don't really have to accept? Acceptance is not a doing, it's a happening. It has happened. Can I just stop being so resistive about movements of life? I think that was a revelation when I was talking to her, that I just need to drop draining so much of energy, being a resistance in the flow of life.
True.
Right? So
Very.
can I use all the raw material that life gives me as an experiment? That I have nothing to gain. I'm not going to gain anything if property issue or any issue resolves. And I'm not even going to lose anything if the property does not come to me. So can I use all this as an experience, like a raw experiment happening in life? Because then life will actually unfold itself in front of me. That will be the beauty. So even when I am going through the challenge, I will be really getting new revelations about myself. कि अच्छा ये भी होता है मेरे अंदर, वाह वाह, इस तरह की भी desires crop up होती हैं, और पता नहीं, as you were sharing the mind games and tricks of the mind and all that. So, can we have a bit of an experimenter attitude in life, that even when I'm going through a very deep emotional crisis, a crisis which is very close to my heart, maybe like property or anything, divorce, separation, anything, can I use that as an experiment to understand life? And then it actually turns from ugly to beautiful by itself. You didn't even do anything. That's the gift.
I think, Monica, what you said, allow the life to unfold by itself,
Yeah.
is a very, very worthy statement. And let the universe take over the situation now. Let the universe take the situation, let it handle. Because I'm perhaps coming in the way of the universe handling the situation. I think leave it at that. This is what I said. No, these sessions will
Yeah.
take you to that level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, thank you.
Thank you
This
so
is
much for reflecting on it so thoughtfully. Thank you. Thank you. So anyone, people who have joined later, it's a sharing space, unburdening space. You can just share anything that you are going through in your mind, in your emotions, and we can just reflect upon that.
So today something happened in my life, which today and yesterday, that was really a welcome change. Because so I had this very bad habit of smoking, and it was almost becoming like a compulsive habit. So what happened yesterday was that I encountered some high fever, so I had to stay home. So due to that, I couldn't even touch the even a cigarette. I mean, I couldn't smoke. So that makes me feel as if some kind of a pattern in my life has broken. It was like a unconscious sleep that I was into, and that sleep has broken. Those shackles have weakened. So it's a very welcome change. I'm whatever I'm doing today and yesterday, since yesterday, it has been very calming and very it is full of awareness. So yeah, this is something that I wanted to share.
Beautiful. Very glad to hear, Sambhav. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. मतलब हमें लगता है कि हम किसी चीज के बिना जी नहीं सकते लेकिन जब
हाँ, बहुत आसान हो जाता है।
हाँ
मतलब मुझे लगता था कि अगर मुझे स्मोकिंग नहीं, मुझे सिगरेट नहीं मिलेगी तो मैं पागल हो जाऊंगा, मेरे साथ क्या हो जाएगा। एंड अभी नहीं है तो उल्टा अच्छा ही लग रहा है। मतलब इट्स नॉट दैट कि मुझे कोई दिक्कत हो रही है। तो दिस इज समथिंग व्हिच इज वेरी पॉजिटिव दैट हैज हैपेंड।
beautiful. Amazing.
Monica, can I button? Can I?
Yes, please. Yeah, yeah.
Sambhav, I was smoking for a very, very long time.
Yeah,
I picked up smoking at a very young age. And I'm
yeah.
73 now. I was
Okay,
2018 तक मैं smoke कर रहा था. In
okay, okay.
2018, it was diagnosed that I have a cancer in my mouth, varicose cancer,
Oh,
4th stage.
oh.
That was because
Mm-hmm.
my upper set of teeth was biting the gum whenever I was chewing it. So the gum
Mm-hmm.
was getting stuck in the middle and it developed into a fibroma, a typical, the cauliflower shape. So it was obstructing
Okay,
my eating, typical cancerous growth. So again, as any human being, I postponed going to the doctor at dentist, and finally I went. So the moment I went and I showed my jaw, there a lot of people came around. So I became a case for everyone to see that I have a mouth cancer. So they touched it and they told me that you have a cancer. So immediately I was referred to a mouth cancer specialist, and then naturally that was a very lovely case for them to study the type of. It was called a varicose carcinoma 4th stage, and the next few days went through taking the biopsy, going to getting the reports to the Cancer Research Institute and other things. And after 4 days, I got the report saying that I have a 4th stage varicose carcinoma. That day, that when the reports came, also I smoked a cigarette. I said I'll smoke that day also. But then, but then, though I'm into all this, reading Bhagavad Gita and things like that, because I told my mentor that I do smoke. Why am I feeling guilty? He said, as long as you feel guilty and you feel better with that, he said, go ahead. He said, nowhere Arjuna has been told by Krishna not to smoke, not to do anything. Karmanya Kavadika is what it is, no? Correct? So, my eldest brother, being a doctor and a dean of a medical college, retired, he referred me to his doctor friend, a dentist, who was again a very well known dentist in a retired principal. So, after this, I went through again another round of biopsy, and they almost excavated the entire area because they thought they had to take a second report of this whole thing. And the second report came saying that it is a cancerous growth, but it is non-metastatic and non-invasive, which means it doesn't spread, and it is non-invasive. It doesn't go in. This happened in 2018. 2019, now it is 21. I stopped smoking after that. Imagine, I searched for a reason to smoke in my life. Oh, today I spoke to Monica, light a cigarette. Today I spoke to Sambhav Gupta, light a cigarette. So though I used to smoke only 5, 6 cigarettes or so at the end of the day. Now what I'm trying to tell you is that my personal opinion, our willpower is very precious as a resource. It's very resourceful. I think that should not be wasted on a habit like smoking where you want to stop it. It's a very, exercising your willpower is a very resourceful one within yourself. There are better things to do in life. But if you have stopped smoking for a day or two, and you feel very, I think you should not congratulate yourself, but you should move ahead because a lot of other things to do in life. I mean, since you talked about smoking, I thought I should share. And you know how many years I smoked? I was a marathon runner, and I used to smoke at that time. My coach said, "How can you run as a marathon runner with about 5 cigarettes a day?" So I think there are a lot of better things in life where you could put your willpower to action. Well, this platform of where you are sharing about it itself will give an insight to yourself. So nice to hear that, Gupta. Nice, God bless you. Just a small sharing. Thanks for your time.
Hi, Monica. I'm Sudha here.
Yes, Sudha.
See, yeah, I just saw your thing in the newspaper today. Let's talk. See, I have one kind of inferiority complex, thinking that I don't know anything, and I have that social anxiety. I don't know how to talk in front of everybody. Uh, Somewhere I'll hold myself if there are too many people, and I won't open my mouth at all. I don't know how to overcome that one. Uh,
So, Sudhaji, how are you feeling comfortable sharing here then?
I don't know. I thought, this is a forum, so I'll
Yeah,
get some input. So
yeah.
you guys can tell me something how to overcome this one.
So I'm asking you
Otherwise,
that right now you are sharing in front of 10 of us. So we are total 10 people today. And you are sharing it so nicely. So right now, do you feel any hesitation, any inferiority complex in sharing? Or is it
yeah,
okay?
yeah, no, is it okay because I can't see anybody and people are not around me?
Mm.
Maybe, I'm okay, but if there are too many people, if I can see them, and in between, if I stand, if someone asks me to say something, I just can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to overcome. I
Why
have,
do you want to overcome it?
see, I feel uncomfortable, right?
Okay. So when you are not able to express yourself, then you are
Yeah.
sharing that you feel uncomfortable and maybe narrow and very small, little, right?
What I didn't understand.
Do you feel very limited when you are not able to share
Huh.
yourself? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
I feel like kind of left out, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel kind of left out if I'm not talking to everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but I want to, but I don't know how to.
Hmm. Hmm.
If there are too many people, I'll just keep quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you are saying that I keep quiet, so in your mind you are thinking what would you like to say, but you don't say it out, right?
Ha.
Okay.
Ha.
Okay. Hmm.
Thinking that I don't know people what they will think. I don't know whether I'm wrong or I'm right, or too many things will. I mean,
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know. In fact, I was a lecturer in a college.
Hmm.
Like I'm not now because I married and
Hmm.
I left the job. But though the field was like I have to talk in front of many people.
Hmm.
Still, I feel that I'm not knowledgeable or kind of inferiority complex. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll pull myself back.
Yeah. So let us understand what you have shared. I'll just ask you a few things and see, let's see where it goes. Uh, so when you say that I feel that I may not be knowledgeable and that's why I keep my mouth shut, right?
Hmm.
Do you feel that people who are not knowledgeable, they are not worthy?
No, I don't think like that. Not
Then I,
worthy or anything. I don't
ah,
know how to express
yeah,
myself in
yeah,
front of many people.
yeah, yeah. And
If there are one or two, maybe I'll open up and say.
mm,
But I have no idea what is holding me back.
mm, mm,
That I have to figure it out, or I don't know.
Yeah, you said I think you used one of the sentences where you said that I don't know whatever I will be saying will be right or wrong.
Hmm.
So let us go there. Is there any right or wrong in life?
No, I'm not in life, not that wide this thing. Just,
Make it narrow.
but
Make it
make it
narrow.
narrow. Like, am I telling the right thing,
What is the right
or
thing? That is what I'm asking you. What do
Hmm,
we consider the right thing, which is acceptable by
man,
the society?
yeah, no, not that way.
Mhm.
See, like, I feel I don't know much about that, so I should not open. Kind of, I don't know what kind of complexity.
And what is the definition of much? When you say, I don't know much about that. So I'm asking you, what is the definition of much?
Uh,
Yeah.
Not like that, Monica. I think, mm, anything, if people are there,
Hmm.
if they are talking about some subject or something, I
Yeah.
think I don't know much about that particular topic or whatever.
Right. And then you don't speak it out.
Ha.
Right. But that sounds okay. Because if I don't know much, or I'm not convinced that I would be uh, wanting to share, then I don't share. But I see what we are doing here is we are trying to understand. क्योंकि जो resolution, whatever resolution we may be trying to find out, it is lying hidden in our own questions.
Mhm.
Huh? Because our honesties and dishonesties are lying hidden in our questions. So let us pull it out from there. Huh? This is that is why I am asking you to reflect upon whatever, right? So can you give us an example of maybe something that may have happened just recently, where you wanted to speak but you were not able to speak, and how did it make you feel?
Anywhere, see, we have an association in the department, ladies club or something, and they will say you have to talk about this or you have to conduct something.
Hmm.
I'm so scared. I don't know what
Yeah.
is. I mean, that one kind of nervousness, and then I'll just give up,
Beautiful.
kind of thing.
That really
Yeah.
is something. Yeah. So imagine that I am a little child.
Hmm.
I don't know swimming. So
Hmm.
far, I
Hmm.
don't know swimming.
Yeah.
Now, the first time I go into the swimming pool wanting to learn swimming, what will be my situation?
Hmm.
What all things I will be experiencing? I will be maybe having a little bit of excitement,
Yeah.
and then also some doubt,
Hmm.
also confusion whether I'll be able to do it or not able to do it, right?
Hmm.
Also the fear, a bit of fear of water, because I don't know what water is. I don't know the depth of water. So confusion will be there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little bit of anxiety, fear may be there, right? Yeah. And what do I do then? Do I allow myself to still having confusion, fear, conflict, all that, having in all of that in my pocket? Do I still allow myself to go and try to jump into the pool? Or the other situation is that seeing that I have fear, confusion, doubt, and everything, I run back to my home. In which situation do you feel you will feel that you have expanded a little bit and not shrunken? Imagine that you are that person who is trying to do that, learn swimming. In which situation you have fear, you have confusion, you have doubt, you also have a little bit of excitement. In one situation, you run back home. In the other situation, you allow yourself to hesitate a little and jump into the pool with the instructions of the instructor. In which situation would you feel expanded?
Mm, I think better jump into the pool and then.
Yeah. So it's not that each one of us does not have doubt. it's not that who I'm facilitating the session, it's not that I am not having confusion about the session.
Hmm.
It's just that I know that this is something far more important than me, and this also expands me. So what I do is, I have fear, I have doubt, I have anxiety, I have confusion. I keep all of that in the pocket and I say, let this be done. Because this is important, this is right. Why right? Because this expands me, this does not shrink me further.
Okay.
So this is the choice that we have to make in our life. It's a very conscious choice. Only
Hmm.
you can make it. Hmm?
Yeah.
Your husband cannot make it for you, your children cannot make it for you, your sister, your siblings cannot make it for you, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And this is what we call as an act of kindness towards myself. That if I really
Oh.
truly love myself,
Hmm.
then would not I want to expand myself, no matter whether I have fear, doubt, confusion, or anything.
Right.
Yeah. And very
Yeah.
small little step when you will be able to take in this direction, and I feel that you have already taken that step. So sharing with such a beauty and intimacy in this circle is already one
Hmm.
step ahead, I would say.
Yeah.
You may be sharing
So
that videos are off and
maybe,
everything, but still
yeah,
it is a step
maybe,
ahead. Yeah.
yeah, maybe I was looking for this kind of forum to,
Mm.
just put one step ahead,
Yeah.
or I have to learn how to express myself.
Yes, you have
uh,
already expressed yourself, Sudhaji. I want to share this with you.
mhm.
And you have done it very clearly, very beautifully, even with the hesitation that you may be having.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that
Yeah.
you can pat yourself on the back, right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
thanks a
Most
lot, Monica
welcome.
ji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Many a times I feel that whenever we look at people who are maybe celebrities or people who are so-called seeming big in their life, they have done something really big, which people can admire them for. We feel that why are they so clear and I am full of doubt? That is what we feel. But I feel that it's not that they don't have doubts. They always have doubts, they always have conflicts, confusions, anxiety, fear of facing public, always, no matter how many times I have stood in front of,
but
people.
I feel they are more confident.
To feel, exactly. And why?
Yeah.
Because they allow themselves to go through even after the fear and conflict and confusion.
Hmm.
And then they do one baby step and they expand. This is self love, that we allow ourselves to expand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Monica, you're talking about celebrities, so they have a good or celebrities or influencer, whoever are there. So they have a lot of fake support system also around them. So that also help. Fake or sometimes it's real. There is a management team which manages their task every day. So they got a lot of personal feedback directly, frequently from them. But as a common man, as Uday is saying, or we are there, we don't have that support system whom we can talk to daily basis for our nervousness, or we can express ourselves. So uh, that is the difference, that is the why common people search for such forums where they can talk about. But I feel that in today's society, even though we have either we have a nuclear family or we have a joint family, people do miss the support system, because everything is not accepted, and there is some friction within the family, or something is there, some issues which are blocking the thing. Or maybe in Sudha's case, or maybe some other case, it may happen that she may have spoken something in a big forum sometime. I'm not telling that it could have happened, but that could be one of the reason which people feel this nervousness, that and she faced a backlash, or she got some laughs or something, like some people didn't give that importance to that view sometime. So So that fear went in her
It's there
mind.
back of my mind. Yes.
Yeah, so it happens that you feel that when I will speak, that people will not be able to, they will be very judgmental, or they will react instantly, because nowadays people don't keep much in their mind and heart. They just speak out because they know that we are not related to this person directly, so we should be able to tell everything on their face. People are very upfront nowadays, so that nervousness comes from that also. And if you don't know the topic, it's well and good that you are not speaking in the particular society or particular among the people. So nervousness will go when you take, I think, initiative, and you involve more with people, and you can take help. I think anybody who is there having such issues may have to have take help from their family members itself. I think within the family, if anybody is getting support to speak on their views and they are being supported, I think definitely they will gain the confidence, and when they go out and talk to society or talk to a group of people, they will be more confident, I think. So first of all, these things have to be inbuilt within family, and then you will be confident, and then maybe when you go out, you will be able to express yourself in a better way.
Yeah. Thanks,
So
Gaurav, for the input.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, Priyanka.
I wanted to share, the feeling which is completely different from what Ms. Sudha has expressed. That when I'm out with my friends or at my work front, in family, I'm so accepted, so loved. My work is appreciated. My friends, they invite me, they enjoy my company. My family loves me. I have unconditional support. I enjoy all of that. I perform well, I love well, I interact well. Everything goes so well. And after that, I feel so empty and I feel so small. And I feel, I feel very, sometimes I feel jealous of nothing. I have done my bit. I know everybody's there with me, but still I feel so small and empty. I think these are the two words that come to my mind. So my situation is completely different. I have no fear in, मुझे बिल्कुल डर नहीं लगता बातचीत करने में, या कोई भी मेरा प्रोजेक्ट हो, कोई स्ट्रेंजर हो, या कोई अजनबी हो, या मेरे जान पहचान के हो, मेरे दोस्त हो, सब कुछ बहुत अच्छा है। लेकिन उसके बाद मैं खुद ही ऐसा सेल्फ एनालिसिस करती हूँ कि आई थिंक इट्स माय सेल्फ एनालिसिस, जिससे कि मैं बहुत ही अपने आप को छोटा और अपने आप को बहुत अकेला पाने लगती हूँ। और सब कुछ होते हुए भी, ठीक होते हुए भी, ये फीलिंग, और मुझे पता है ये मेरी ही फीलिंग है। सो बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट सिचुएशन है शायद, जो भी हमने बात करी उससे।
Yeah, Priyanka. What if, Priyanka, so when I am loved by people around, when I feel accepted by people around, when I am able to express myself, I feel कि मैं हूँ, I exist, right? There is this, अंदर से एक भाव आता है कि मैं भी कुछ हूँ, I am somebody, right? And then when, as you were saying that but in moments of reflection, I reflect, I see that there is this void or emptiness, as if कुछ है ही नहीं, as if कि वो सब जिसने बताया था कि तुम कुछ हो, वो सब एकदम से झूठ लगने लग जाता है कि अगर वो सच होता तो ये
हाँ,
खालीपन क्यों होता, right?
बिल्कुल।
Yeah. So can we see that neither when people praise about me, neither that is real, and nor do when I think about this void or feeling of emptiness or whatever, neither that is real.
सो व्हाट इज रियल? फिर
That's
सजीव क्या है?
that's what we are here to discover. देखो, एम्प्टीनेस की फीलिंग क्यों होगी मुझे? अगर मुझे किसी ने बता दिया कि तुम कुछ हो, तुम कुछ हो, और मैंने उसको मान लिया कि हाँ मैं कुछ हूं, it cannot happen that I don't have moments where emptiness will not arise, क्योंकि मैंने उसको अपने सिर का बार बना लिया कि मैं भी कुछ हूं, उसको मैंने सच मान लिया अपने लिए. What if I am neither that which people think me to be, and not this emptiness. I'm just kind of asking us to reflect on it. I don't have any straightforward or defined answers here.
Yeah.
What if I am neither that and not this void? What if I don't even need to define myself?
Yeah.
I can obviously enjoy both the phases. I can enjoy the love
Yes.
and acceptance, and I can be there in the dumps also. That's also completely fine. I am just requesting us to reflect on that. Do I need to identify either with that, where I say I am somebody, or with that, where I say I am nobody? How would that space be?
But then in that case, the life will come to a standstill because
Why?
you're not identified with anything.
No.
Because,
Why?
for example, we go to work.
Yeah.
For example, we talk to people and we relate with people.
Yeah.
So we relate with somebody because we think that that person has an image in our head,
Okay.
and our image is in that person's head. So
Okay.
there's a kind of identification between the people.
Yeah.
So how can the life go on without this kind of a happening, which is a regular phenomenon?
So just like life is going on right now, Sambhav, I am talking to you. I know you. Priyanka, I know her. But I don't have any set image of either Priyanka or you in my mind right now. And yet I am able to interact
Right.
with you. Yet my life is going on. Yet nothing has come to standstill. I'm just, see, this is a space for exploration. So I am asking, is a life possible where we have the possibility to live beyond images? That I know Sambhav, and yet I don't have any image of Sambhav at all. And yet I am able to interact with Sambhav and listen to what he's saying. Is there a possibility, and what is the, I can see a benefit in that possibility. I can see that there the mind will not be draining its energy in having images about a person or
वो तो
myself.
मोनिका
और
केवल यहाँ पर ही पॉसिबल है बिकॉज हमने तो श्री राम की भी एक इमेज बनाई हुई है और मतलब आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एन एग्जांपल मतलब जब व्हेन हम इस सेशन में आ रहे हैं तो आई थिंक वी आर पोरिंग आवर हार्ट आउट विदाउट एनी एप्रीहेंशन, कुछ नहीं सोचकर, और ना ही आपके दिमाग में या जितने भी पार्टिसिपेंट हैं उनके दिमाग में कोई इमेज है मेरी, स्ट्रेंजर हो या जान पहचान वाला हो या अनजान हो, दोनों ही लोग हों, आई थिंक हम इसी माइंडसेट से आते हैं. लेकिन बाकी तो जो दुनिया है उसमें सभी एक इमेज के साथ ही है सब कुछ. आई डोंट मीन अ गुड इमेज.
एनी इमेज गुड और बैड. हाँ, आप बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो. और ऐसा, मैं कोई दूध की धुली नहीं हूँ. सबसे पहले तो हमें ये वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि आई ऑल्सो हैव इमेजेस अबाउट पीपल. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई हैव टू रियलाइज दैट फॉर माई सेल्फ. I am saying that, yes, I see that I have images. I see that I drain so much energy in images. Huh?
Yeah, that
now,
is true.
Other people area is not my concern. Whether they have images or not have images about myself. There, I have no control, so I'm not going to go there. I am asking for myself because I love myself so much and I want to have a beautiful life. Can I stop draining energy in having images either about myself or others? Why? Because I see how much energy drainage it does.
Yeah.
Right? And can I have an interaction with anyone, whether that person has an image about me or not? वहां पे हमको जाना ही नहीं है. Even with that person on the road or standing, or maybe a friend who I know for 10 years, who has an image about me, is there a possibility for me to interact with that person without having an image in my head? Or even when I have an image, just keep the image aside and interact afresh with that person. Because there, why is this important? This is important because after some time in our life, we begin to live a rotten life. Why rotten? Because I am actually living like an image. And whenever I am interacting with the person, I am not interacting with the person. I am interacting to an image.
Yeah.
With an image.
Yeah.
So we don't even give a possibility of newness in our life. न्यू कैसे होगा? मैंने तो सोच के रखा है कि अगर मैं जाऊंगी तो बंदा इसी तरीके से रिएक्ट करेगा, और वो करता भी है. As if I get my answer back, कि अच्छा तुमने मेरे बारे में ये सोचा था, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल यही होगा. Like that. So can I, out of love of this life, can I begin to make it an unfolding? Because I know that I have images, but now I don't want to live in images. So I give some open space to myself and also the other person.
Very important. Yes.
Huh?
Both the ends.
कि
But
मुझे
I have a question.
Yes. Yeah.
कि ये I understand कि इसमें बेनिफिट कितना है, मतलब इस तरह से जीने में, लेकिन मेरा क्वेश्चन ये कि क्या ये अचीव करने के लिए किसी तरह की ट्रेनिंग की जरूरत है? Does it require practice? Does it require detachment, practiced detachment from the image, from the mental formations in our head? या हमें कोई एक ऐसी अंडरस्टैंडिंग की जरूरत है जिस अंडरस्टैंडिंग में अपने आप ही राज खुल के सामने आ जाए? मतलब हमें ये नहीं है कि बहुत प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ रही है, लेकिन हमें बस दिख गया, जैसे आपकी आंखों के सामने से पट्टी खुल जाती है. इन माय केस वो पट्टी अभी तक खुली नहीं है, तो मुझे प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ती है, मुझे बार बार कोशिश करनी पड़ती है कि आई शुड नॉट थिंक अबाउट दैट इमेज, मुझे कोई परसेप्शन नहीं बनानी चाहिए. तो ये मेरा सवाल है.
या संभव, पहली बात तो हम ये देखेंगे, बार बार देखेंगे कि तेरे में ही कुछ है. देयर इज समवन इन यू हु इज एबल टू सी कि मेरी पट्टी अभी खुली नहीं है. We will actually not ignore this fact that you have the clarity in you, that you can see that at many levels I still have that patti on my eye.
Blindfold.
So it means that there is a clarity within my being, which is able to see the blindfold. Now the thing that you are asking is that is there a method needed to live such kind of a life? I feel that all the methods will be actually failing. क्योंकि मेथड का क्या मतलब है? अभी नहीं हो रहा, कल जाके होगा. मेथड का क्या मतलब है ना?
In future.
Yeah. So I am actually delaying living life. Why? Because I am saying अभी नहीं मेरे बस की, आगे जाके होगी.
बाद में जाके.
So any method that we will be using will be delaying us further and further and further.
Right.
The only thing I feel, and please others are welcome to share, they can unmute and share. I feel the only thing that can help me here is that there is so much love and interest in this life that now I want to explore this kind of a way of living. And in love, we expand. है ना? अगर किसी से प्यार होता है तो क्या करते हैं? उस बंदी या बंदे से मिलने हम दूर दूर तक जाते हैं. हम फिर किलोमीटर्स नहीं नापते, ये नहीं नापते कि दिन की कितने बड़े घड़ी कितनी है. इज इट मिडनाइट, इज इट 3 o'clock in the morning or night? You just, whenever you have the feeling that we must be together, you get up and go and meet that person. So this is what love makes us do. Love expands us. Love makes us do those things which we never felt capable of doing. Right? कार नहीं चलानी आती तो कार चलाना सीख लोगे. क्यों? क्योंकि मिलने जाना है. Right? So if I have now begun to love my life, that yes, I value my life and I want to explore, experiment with it, only then I will be able to do that. I don't think then any method will be required. Out of love, I will be able to do that. That's what I feel.
Yeah. But methods do have some place. I mean, जैसे कभी कुछ moments होते हैं when I'm overloaded with thoughts or I'm overthinking, overstressing on some issue. तो उस टाइम पे I find कि जब मैं अपने consciously मैं कहता हूँ कि नहीं सोचना, divert your attention, कुछ और कर लो, कोई दूसरा काम कर लो, तो momentarily relief मिल जाता है.
Yeah.
तो मतलब momentarily it works.
Yeah.
लेकिन वो लॉन्ग टर्म सोल्यूशन नहीं ऑब्वियसली निकल के आता, क्योंकि फिर
Yeah.
कोई मतलब दूसरे तरह से माइंड कोई गेम खेलता है, तो
Yeah.
दैट इज देयर, बट टेम्परेरीली इट हैपेंस कि वो मेथड कुछ रिलीफ दे पाता है, रिस्पाइट दे पाता है.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
Yeah, Monica, if I may. So, when it comes to images, it's like hard for some, like, us being who we are, it's hard to just go from, one image or two image to no image, like, because everything about us is just image, 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 image. So I think it's like just for starting bit, like if instead of say no image, we say that I don't have to stick to one image. Like Priyanka was saying, okay, when I go out, like I am kind of, like a star. Like she didn't say that, but like people tell me I'm this and I'm that. And when I'm alone, I don't feel this and that. Because somewhere we feel that we have to be just one, right? Like कि अगर जैसे मूवीज में हम देखते हैं राइट क्या स्टार इज अ स्टार wherever they go people are following them and when they are standing alone in front of the mirror still they feel that glamour kind but if we just give ourselves that space again like we had that session that I'm not one I'm many yeah I am loneliness as well and I am like that like I get along with everybody well as well I feel that's easier to start with then no image because somewhere that image thing
Yeah, I think actually I maybe there was some misunderstanding, and I said it that one sees that one has an image, and one keeps it aside. This is what I said, because having no image is not a possibility even. Whenever I am interacting with someone, I see that I have an image about that person, but can I just keep it aside and not give it so much of value? So just keeping it aside, maybe in the pocket, and then beginning the interaction. And I, what you were sharing, that I am not one but many, I think that also brings a lot of widening in the being. कि अगर कोई तुम्हें अभी बोल के चला गया, you are so unkind, है ना? So if I am not sticking, as you were saying, sticking to any one image, then it will be okay for me that yes, at times I am kind and at times I am unkind. At times I am able to express myself and at times I am not able to express myself. So then it's we can keep ourselves fluid. Yeah. Yeah, Jasmine, I didn't get what you have shared. Would you like to share? What do you want to say?
I'm just actually listening to this. It's pretty nice. I think that's enough. Really don't have much to share,
No, you shared
but
something
I
on the
think,
chat window. Would you like to say on that? Anything on that?
oh, yeah, just 1 second. Let me put that one. Yeah, no, I think as the identification, it was actually nice how two different people, I'm sorry, I forgot their names, but they brought up one perspective was कि I get fearful. The other was कि I am in that good position. I still feel empty, right? So what I was saying is that it has, so we can both the experience eventually I think we're looking for ourselves, our true selves, right? So we can use both experience kind of make you think it has nothing to do with the context कि क्या outer है या नहीं है. And it kind of forces you to go inwards. भाई बाहर तो sense से नहीं बन रही. Again, everybody's journey is different, but like how somebody also brought up about कि method होना चाहिए. Should it be daily practice or मेरे blindfold हट जाए? And I think it's a mixture of both for everybody. And like I have personally like sought some spiritual teachers which make sense, like literally it's how Eckhart Tolle says, present. I think eventually it's like being present now and opening up to the experience, and how you brought like let it be, allow everything. But I think for everybody the process is different. For me sometimes it's mixture of both, like what I call meditation is not, I don't really sit in meditation. Meditation for me is actually, I realize, is more being present, allowing it to be. So it's not a hour thing or 1 hour thing, but it takes practice. So I think one thing you just use every experience in the now, and how I tell myself my bottom line, how you're in the chaos, it's like I'm fully committed to that moment in practicing. And I try to, I would like to be fully detached, but it's a practice. So this is like the keyword I tried, because before, by fully committed, I mean like I don't allow, I kind of see the resistance. So that's where I bring the resistance down. And I think it naturally flows with in the process. And sorry, I think it was, what was her name? Sudha was saying, right? How she's scared and how she feels. But I think what she shared was really beautiful. One thing I liked about that is she was at least not in resistance or denying what she was feeling. Like for me, in my personal experience, I was in denial. I wouldn't even admit to that level, because I'll be like, karna kya hai? So it was really beautiful what she kind of admitted to it. Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say. So like I think again it's a practice, and like how you already covered it, like it's how you start expanding, and when you taste it in one moment you want more of it, and then it's almost like your egos goes in the background, and this whole new light of seeing and being comes forward in your life. But my challenge is, I find, and right now what I'm experiencing is I have this background noise of ego coming up, and sometimes I am more in that being present state now. It's unfolding beautifully. It's very interesting. It doesn't let me get bored, but at the same time, I sometimes tend to get engaged with that ego. The resistance comes in many forms. So my challenge is I start engaging with that ego or with others' ego. So it's just funny. It almost felt like I reached a point, oh, it feels good. And then, oh, ego comes up again. So that was my challenge of this week, staying with that really resistant. Again, it's a different layers that's coming up, and it's beautiful. I think you guys already kind of covered, and I really like how Taru said that. I think initially it's the neti, Monica, or to say, I think the practice, like it's almost like what you are not. Sometimes you get to who you are by kind of understanding initially what you're not. For me, that was part of the process too. So I think Sambhav was talking about that, the process, the practice. I think it's a mixture of both, and it's a unique mixture of both for everybody. But what really helped me with your sessions was the deep alliance and expanding yourself in that moment. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah. Thank you sharing. Thank you for sharing. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, the other thing I wanted, you were saying is like how it unfolds beautifully. I think that can be a trap for me, because we think as if like we're going to reach somewhere or we're going to feel that peace, it's going to be beautiful experience, even in the inside, like not outside, inside. What has shifted is my relationship with pain and with what we think is wrong or has shifted. So it's almost like I'm okay being in pain, and that sometimes I'm just in that resistance and I can't get rid of the resistance. I just stop fighting the resistance too. And sometimes I had to sit with that resistance. And I had that personal experience this week. There was some situation in the family and there's nothing really I could do, but it had to kind of happen in its own time. But me knowing everything, it's almost like I was like, you don't have to go through this. I don't have to go through this either. But it's almost like I'm trying to bypass the whole process of even feeling the pain and all that. So that tendency came up. And I think it's my attachment to like, oh, I'm in a good place now. So I should be feeling good, but it comes. So I think the relationship with, so now it's like, okay, what pain, even if I'm in that pain, uncomfortable, fear or worried position, in that moment, really staying open to it. And the curiosity there was like something new for me to experience.
Yeah. Thank you, Justin. So we will be winding up the session in maybe 10-20 minutes, 10-15 minutes. So if there is anything anyone wants to share now. Yeah, Shriramji, would you like to share?
Yeah, I think, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are.
Yes. Excuse me, I was just having my a quick dinner because I'm diabetic. I had taken the medication. You don't mind me talking while I'm
Yeah, yeah.
having my
Yeah.
fun. Uh, I think this session seems to be very important to me, especially because if one is perhaps looking for some insights to understand oneself, perhaps this is the platform where one can easily access it. Looking at some of the participants, their narration, I'm very, very excited about it because life itself is a great teacher, and it is again, universe has brought us here. Am I audible? Off ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Mhm. Off ಆಗಿದೆ.
Yeah, you are audible. Yeah.
Okay, so everyone, everyone, whoever has spoken so far, you feel that you are walking on a tightrope walking, but then not only you, there are a lot of others who are also walking on the same tightrope walking, and reflecting on this common platform. Perhaps more sessions to go. We will free ourselves from this clutches of what we have around us today. That's what I find. I could see the change myself today. Immediately, I could see the change, and I could. Why not see that point as like you said, no? You can have everything around you, but still you can have the space where you can be free. The word freedom is available to all of us, and I think I have that. I am enjoying it. I can say that. That's all, Monica. Thank you.
Thank you, Shriramji. Yeah, thank you. So if not anything else, I think then we can call it a day. If people have not much to share. Yeah, Gaurav, would you like to share anything? We are just closing the session.
Yeah, Monica, this
Yeah,
is a good. I had to drop. I had some urgent call,
yeah,
but I would say that I seeing the different perspective what people have. I feel if people start writing some diary kind of thing, their thoughts, because everything we are typing actually nowadays, and every emotion, everything is coming on WhatsApp only. So I think like one lady was there, Pandey. where she was saying that she's feeling empty actually, even though she's well appreciated and she's successful in life. So I feel that once you start writing something, even though I don't write, but what I have seen from those who write actually, on not on regular basis but sometimes actually, so once they write their thoughts in some notebook or some diary, and once they read it 2 3 times, they feel that what they are thinking is wrong maybe, and the way their mind is wandering around, or what their mind is saying is not correct, and they are going in wrong direction maybe mentally. So I think if we start writing some things in for our personal things on notebooks or somewhere, we will be more clear on our approach, and we will be feeling more liberated some way. So I would suggest, like, those who have that kind of anxiety or something, to write down some points some days in their notebook or somewhere personal diary. So I think they will be more clear what's happening with them, and the feeling of emptiness will not come, because they will feel that this is not empty. This is something they have achieved, so there's nothing to feel empty about it. And I think
Yeah.
everything is virtual, so maybe they connect face to face with their near and dear ones, that feeling of emptiness will go, and overall other issues may also get solved.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the way. Nothing I have to share personally as of now. Everything is fine. But yeah, I would feel like that is important. Also, I feel like nowadays several counseling options are also available actually. Online counseling sessions like we had with you, and we had different family issues or marital issues and all. So that also helps, because I have gone through few of them recently regarding my marriage. So I felt like they are in a good way. They are a good way to approach, rather than talking to involving the family or involving some third party who will take some side. So some like professional counseling sessions are also good if somebody has that kind of feeling, and that kind of like they have some issues, personal issues, so that could be sorted out with a third party counseling. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Akash, would you have anything to share? We are just closing the session. Okay. So, in absence of anything more, I think let's call it a day. Thank you for joining, everyone. And I'll be sharing the upcoming sessions with you, whoever wants to be there. And I think, Sriram, sir, I have your number. Gaurav, in case you are inclined for future sessions, you can share, put your number in the chat window, and I can keep sharing the newer sessions that we have through the week with you. Yeah.
Monica,
Yes, yes.
one question can I ask you on a common platform?
Yes, yes,
You
yes.
don't mind, you don't get, don't take me wrong.
Yeah, yeah, please ask.
You,
Yeah, thank you,
you
Gaurav.
seem to have a vast knowledge. Hello? Hello?
Yes, you're audible, sir. Share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seem to have a vast knowledge. The knowledge is, I'm sure you're much younger to me. Your language, your expression, your the power of sharing has impressed me a lot. Have you gone through uh, any workshops, any spiritual programs, Monica?
Uh, Sir, yes, I have been on this journey also, just like you, since some years. And obviously, I have come across many masters and teachers, and it's all grace. So I don't hold myself responsible for anything here, even my mistakes. Yeah, so I think it's just grace. And I have been in touch with many masters also on the path. I've been connected with Sri Aurobindo and Mother also. So yeah, it's like just a lot of things have helped on the way.
God bless you, because
Thank you so much.
I'm
Thank you.
very proud, very proud, very proud. God
Thank you.
bless you.
Thank you for
And
your
perhaps
blessings.
I also feel very happy that I got it's a God sent opportunity that I'm with you, or I'm with all of the friends over there. I'm sure this gives greater insight than what I expected to get.
Yeah.
God
And
bless you,
thank
Monica.
you. Thanks to you also for sharing so comfortably and openly and with so much of clarity also. And
Thanks.
look,
Thank you.
look forward to see you
Oh,
in
sure.
the
Sure,
session.
Monica. Sure, sure.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
God bless all of us. Good night. Good night.
Thank you. The Monica, so session is every Saturday, 8 o'clock?
Yeah, I can send you the details. Yeah, every Saturday we have 8 o'clock session. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
and
Thanks,
we have
Monica.
other sessions also. I'll be updating you about that.
Okay, if there is some group or something, you can include my number.
Yes,
Okay.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Okay, Monica. Thanks
Thank
for your
you.
time. Thanks, everyone. Good night. Take care. Bye-bye.